Namaste everyone, welcome to the class. Now let us see this 11th question. We have if y equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, then prove that d square y upon dx square plus y equal to 0. So here let us differentiate this y. Y is equals to 5 cos x minus 3 sin y. Okay. We differentiate. So dy upon dx, we will get 5 into the derivative of cos x is minus sin x, so minus 5 sin x minus 3, this is sin x, okay, minus 3 derivative of sin x is cos x. This is first derivative. We differentiate it again, d square by upon dx square, we get minus 5, the sin x derivative will become cos x, and here it will become plus 3 sin x, derivative of minus cos x is plus sin x. So this minus sign we will take common, and here inside we have 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. So this is d square by upon dx square. So d square by upon dx square is minus of 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, which is minus of y. So therefore we say that d square y upon dx square plus y is equals to 0. Right? Okay. D square y upon dx square plus y equal to 0 is the answer. Now this is 11th question. Now let us move to 12th one. So question number 12. The 12th problem is y equal to cos inverse x. We have to find d square y upon dx square, but in terms of y. So let us first find in terms of x, and then let us see how we convert that x form in y form. So if we differentiate this y dy upon dx, the derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. This is dy upon dx. Therefore, d square y upon dx square is equals to. Now here u upon v rule we will apply. So it is root of, or what we do in a better way, we move this root part on left hand side. So this division problem will convert in multiplication problem, and maybe that will be easy for you to solve. So what you say, this you say that therefore root of 1 minus x square into dy upon dx is equals to minus 1. So now when we differentiate, we get a root of 1 minus x square into dy upon dx is, its derivative is d square by upon dx square plus dy upon dx, and the derivative of this part is 1 upon 2 root of 1 minus x square into derivative of 1 minus x square is minus 2x, and on right hand side we have derivative of 1 which is 0. So now what we do, okay, now we can put the value of dy upon dx, but before that let us move this 2 and 2 will cancel, and let us move this root on this side. So we have 1 minus x square into d square y upon dx square plus dy upon dx. So plus dy upon dx, this minus x will multiply, so it is not plus dy upon dx, it is minus, we have minus x into dy upon dx is equals to 0. Okay, so the value of dy upon dx is minus 1 upon, in terms of root, so minus minus will plus, so therefore it is 1 minus x square d square y upon dx square plus x upon root of 1 minus x square is equals to 0. So ultimately the value of d square y upon dx square, we get this will move on right, so it will become minus x upon root 1 minus x square, and then this is also in denominator, so in denominator we have 1 minus x square. Okay, now this is the value of d square y upon dx square, but we have to express this in terms of y. So for that, let us again consider we have y is equals to cos inverse x. Therefore, this x will become cos of y, and 1 minus x square will become 1 minus cos square y, which is sin square y. Okay, so therefore, this d square y upon dx square is equals to minus, in numerator we have cos y, divide by in denominator we have root of 1 minus x square will give me sin y, into 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square, that is it will give me sin square y. So if you ask me what is the value of d square y upon dx square in terms of y, so it is minus cos y divided by sin cube y, or you can also say that this is minus cos upon sin, you will write cot, so this is cot y, into 1 upon sin square, you will write cosec square, so it is cosec square y. This is the value of d square y upon dx square. Okay, so this is our problem number 12th problem. Okay, so let us see 13th question. I hope you understand this problem. 13th problem. So here the 13th problem is, if y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, then we have to show that x square y2 plus x y1 plus y equal to 0. Now what is this y1? y1 is derivative of y and y2 is second derivative of y. So in solution I will proceed in that way only. I will write y1 is equals to, here I differentiate, so it is 3 into the derivative of cos is minus sin, so it is minus sin log x, and then derivative of this log x is 1 upon x, plus this is 4, derivative of sin is cos, so it is cos of log x, and then derivative of log x is 1 upon x. This is y1. So now this denominator x I will move on left, so it will become x into y1 is equals to, now here I will get minus 3 sin of log x plus 4 cos of log y, log x. Again I will differentiate, so it is x into y2 plus y1 into derivative of x is 1 is equals to, here it is minus 3, derivative of sin is cos of log x, minus 4, derivative of cos, divided by x also I will write. Now here the derivative of cos is minus sin, so it is minus sin log x whole divided by derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So now we have, now this x again I can take on left hand side, so I have x square y2 plus y1 x y1, okay, this x will multiply with this y1 also, is equals to, on this side we have minus 3. Now if I take this minus sign common, it will be minus, minus will common, so it is minus, and in bracket I use 3 times cos of log x, and this is minus 4 times of sin of log x. So this is equals to minus y. Okay, so therefore now I will say that x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equals to 0. X square y2 plus xy1 plus y equal to 0 is what we have to prove. So hence proved. Okay, so this is 13th question. Now let us see 14th problem. Question number 14. Now this 14th question is, if y is equals to a e power mx plus b e power nx, then we have to show that d square y upon dx square minus m plus n dy upon dx plus mn y is equals to 0. So here let us write what is y. Y is equals to a e power, um, here we will say that a e power mx plus b e power nx. Okay, so when I differentiate first time, I will get dy upon dx, and this will be a into m into e power mx plus b into n into e power nx. Are you agree with me? This is a composite function, so derivative of e power mx is e power mx into derivative of mx is m. So this is dy upon dx, and we differentiate it again, so we get d square y upon dx square. On this side we differentiate, so we get a m square into e power mx plus b n square into e power nx. Okay, is I am right? Yes. Okay, now we got the value of dy upon dx. Here equation number 1. We got the value of d square y upon dx square. This is equation number 2. Now let us find what is the value of d square y. We have to prove that this is equals to 0. So better we take this value and find its value. So its value, so here we will find this value. Now d square y upon dx square is a m square into e power mx plus b n square e power nx minus, here we have m plus n, and the value of dy upon dx is a m e power mx plus bn e power nx, and then we have plus mn type y, where y is a e power mx plus b e power nx. So let us expand it. We have this a m square e power nx or mx plus b n square e power nx minus this m I will multiply, so it is a m square e power mx plus, no, it is not plus, it will be also minus only. So this is minus, we have bm bmn, okay, bmn e power nx, then again we have minus, we have amn amn e power mx, and then minus bn square e power nx. This is equals to, no, plus here we have this amn amn e power mx plus bmn e power nx. Okay, so now see, if you observe this am square e power mx, we have one term positive, and a m square e power mx, one term negative, so they will cancel. Then we have b n square e power nx, and here we have minus b n square e power nx. This term will also cancel. Third, we have a mn e power mx, and here it is minus, so this will also cancel, and this is also cancelled. So finally what we got? We got 0. That is what we have to prove. So many time it is not like that key while you are solving you will get the answer. You have to first find respective values like dy upon dx, d square y upon dx square, and then you have to find the value of left hand side what is asked, and on simplification you will get the right hand side. So this is our problem number 14. Now let us move to problem number 15. So 15th problem. 15th problem is if y equal to 500 e power 7x plus 600 e power minus 7x, then show that d square y upon dx square is equals to 49y. So here let us differentiate this y. So we get dy upon dx. This dy upon dx is 500 into 7 into e power 7x minus 600 into 7 into e power minus 7x. Right? Perfect. Why I am using minus sign? Because it is e power minus 7x. So this is a composite form. When you differentiate, you have to differentiate minus 7x, and its derivative is minus 7. So that is this minus sign. Okay. This is our first derivative. You can take 7 common. Now when you differentiate it second time, you will get d square y upon dx square, and this will give me 500 into 7 into, again I will get 7 into e power 7x minus minus it will become plus 600 into 7 into 7 into e power minus 7x. Now this 7 into 7, that is 49. If I take this 49 common, what I get? I get 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x, and this is nothing but y. So d square y upon dx square is equals to 49y. We have to show this thing only. So this is our result. Simple question. Question number 15. Okay, very good. 16th question. Now the 16th question is if e power y x plus 1 equal to 1, then we have to show that d square y upon dx square is equals to dy upon dx the whole square. So first let us differentiate it. We have e power y into x plus 1 is equals to 1. Now I differentiate it. So its derivative is e power y into derivative of x plus 1 is 1 plus x plus 1 into derivative of e power y is e power y into dy upon dx, and this on right hand side we will get 0. So therefore dy upon dx, or I will say that x plus 1 into e power y into dy upon dx, this will become minus e power y, and therefore if I find dy upon dx, only dy upon dx, so this dy upon dx e power y upon x power y. This e power y and e power y will cancel. So therefore we have dy upon dx is equals to minus 1 upon x plus 1. We differentiate it again. So therefore we have d square y upon dx square is equals to, we differentiate it and we will get it is 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square. Okay, that's 1 upon x square, so that minus sign come here. Now this is the value of d square y upon dx square. Let us consider is equation 1. What we got? Dy upon dx. So dy upon dx we got as minus 1 upon x plus 1. So when we square, here we get dy upon dx the whole square, and here minus 1 upon x plus 1, its square will become 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square. Okay, this is second part. So from 1 and 2, what we say? From 1 and 2, we have d square y upon dx square is equals to dy upon dx the whole square. So from 1 and 2, d square y upon dx square is equals to dy upon dx the whole square. Okay, this is 16th problem, and now let us move to the last problem, 17th one. So the problem now this 17th problem, if y equal to tan inverse x the whole square, we have to show that x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 y1 is equals to 2. Okay, so let us start. Y equal to tan inverse x the whole square. So its first derivative, that is y1, it will be 2 into tan inverse x, and then derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, this we cross multiply, so therefore I will say that 1 plus x square into y1 is equals to, here I have 2 into tan inverse x. Now we can differentiate it again. So again u into v. I am avoiding to use u upon v, as many of the students find it difficult. So better you always try to convert them in product form, which is easy to apply. So here again we differentiate. So u into v, so 1 plus x square, and derivative of y1 we write y2 plus y1 into, we differentiate it and we get 2x is equals to, on this right hand side it is 2 into derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, so therefore what we can say, that this I will move on this side, so it is 1 plus x square the whole power 2 into y2 plus, this is 2x into 1 plus x square into y1 is equals to 2. Now let us see what I have to prove. 2x, the same thing I have to prove, so hence proved. Okay, now these type of questions, okay, where you have to prove, okay, they are important one, because I have seen in many of the papers they ask this kind of questions also. So practice this kind of questions also, right? In the next class we will see some more concepts related with derivatives only. Thank you.